How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'm going to be talking about what could possibly be in the next update for Sons of the Forest and some things I hope to see in this update. In the second half of this video, I'm going to be talking about all the things that the community wants to see in future updates of Sons of the Forest. I've went through tons of comments and feedback that people have had for Sons of the Forest and what they want added in, and I've basically compiled that into a list of things that I hope to see in Sons of the Forest. Firstly, I'm going to be talking about some things I hope to see in the newest update of Sons of the Forest. Now, first of all, they did just release a patch update that now introduced hotkeys, which is really nice. So they are listening to player feedback, which is amazing. So the first thing I really hope they add in this, I can't tell, is this going to be a big update? Is this going to be a small update? I don't know. But the first thing I hope to see is log sleds. I think everybody here wants log sleds. I know we can use Kelvin to help us bring the logs over, but log sleds are just really nice and convenient, and I hope that they add these in. The next thing I hope they add is water collectors. I feel like water is way too easy to drink from. All you have to go to a river, and again, if your base isn't near a river, it can be a bit time consuming to walk all the way over there, especially if you're dehydrated. So it'd be really nice if we are able to build water collectors that we can drink from and gather water at our base, because that was one thing I loved doing in the last forest, and I felt like having a constant source of water was a challenge, and I don't feel like it's challenging at all in Sons of the Forest. The next thing I hope they add in this update is just a ton of bug fixes. There's not very many bugs at all, but there's still bugs. One of the biggest bugs I've noticed is just the audio performance, so I really hope they can fix up the audio and make it a bit smoother, and any other bugs in the game that they have, I hope they can fix. Speaking of bugs, I really hope they fix the gate. I know people have worked around it, but I hope they fix it so we can use the defensive gate and build that for our walls. Now, this is a new feature, not really new, but it adds onto the GPS thing. I hope they allow us to be able to zoom in and out of the GPS. If you do have the UI on the side with a list of building things, it can get a bit hard to see your GPS at times and where you want to go. I hope they can add a option where you can go ahead and disable the UI for those building materials so it's not all clogged up on your screen, because it does get a bit annoying and cuts off things like the GPS if you're trying to use it. I don't think they're gonna add this update, but it'd be really cool if they did. But binoculars, even if we're on the top of the mountain and we're trying to spot out a location, if we're just trying to spot something out, it'd be really nice if we had like a kaleidoscope or some sort of binoculars. And if we did have binoculars, they easily fit the theme of the special ops thing. It's totally a piece of equipment they would have on that helicopter. This, I'm not too sure if they're going to nail this down in this update, but I hope we can see a better transition between seasons. First of all, if seasons, I think they happen too quickly. That's just coming out of my personal opinion. After like day 3, it's already turning into fall, and I'm like, that was really quick. And this transition between like winter and fall, or winter and spring, I feel like it's a bit clunky, because you go to sleep and you wake up one morning and there's just snow everywhere. It'd be cool to see it so during the fall season, snow starts to snow and you gradually move into the winter season instead of you just going to sleep and waking up and boom, there's like 5 feet of snow on your campsite. It's kind of big, but if they can do better transitions between seasons, that would be really nice. But speaking of the weather system, I do hope they make winter a bit more challenging. It doesn't seem really challenging at all. I know in the trailers they're like, you have to forge before winter, and yes, you do, correct, but I feel like winter just goes by too quickly. Like in just a few in-game days, you're already out of winter. So I do hope it lasts a little bit longer and they make it a bit more challenging. I hope we can see some of these things added in this update. Now, as we talk about future content for future updates, these are some of the biggest things I've gathered from community feedback that I really hope, even myself, I hope we can see this added in. So the first thing is animals. Yes, there is animals in this game, but I feel like there's not enough. It'd be nice to see them add more of a variety, like more predators, like wolves, bears, or anything like that. But yeah, it would be nice to see more animals added into Sons of the Forest. I do feel like it's one thing that this is lacking a bit. I did see some moose, but it would be nice to see them add more animals like that to give the game more variety. And especially with the moose, it'd be cool to see them actually like run at you and try to hit you, because in real life, if you're going near a moose and it has like little babies or something, that thing's gonna come at you and it's scary. Now, speaking of our boy Kelvin, this one kind of goes with him, but a spray can. It'd be to see if we have a spray can to mark our trees so Kelvin doesn't chop down them. But I hope we can see some sort of new source of travel. Like we had hang gliders in the first one, And that was really cool. I love that. Great feature. Since we have more lakes and more river systems in this map, it would be nice if we could like build a canoe or a kayak, or even get some more boats like last time. It's such a nice feature, and as we talk about boats, I hope they give us reasons to explore the ocean, because right now it's pretty hard to see underwater. It would be nice if we could have more of a reason to go to the ocean other than getting the pistol. Cool if they added in blueprints like the first game, where you could find like the church blueprint or the hang glider blueprint in those underwater caves to give the player an actual reason to go to the ocean. So bring back underwater caves, secret blueprints, and buildable rafts. That'd be such a nice thing we could see in the future. As well in the future, I hope they added more caves, but before they do that, I hope they actually overhaul the caves they already have. All the story-driven caves are great, but the just normal caves on the map, I think there's only like 3 of them that actually have content inside of them, and all the other caves that aren't story driven don't really have much, and they're just like the one cave I traveled up the mountain and it just had a can opener. Can opener is great, but it seems like a waste of a time to climb the entire mountain just to get that. And when building your base, yes, it's I love the shelves and everything, but they need to give us more decorations for the building system. It'd be cool if we could have like head trophies to stick on the wall. Like if we kill the moose, we could, you could put the trophy on the wall. That would be nice. And yeah, just more decorations for the base. But overall, this game is in early access. I love everything they've done with it so far. These are just a few ideas that I personally think would make the game even better. And yeah, guys, if you guys liked the video, like and subscribe. Hopefully we can see some of this content in the future.